Another short and sweet sports. First, ladies and gentlemen, let's get the mug started. Another, I'll tell you, another chip for the old chip of the block, Patrick Mahomes, and his homies, Travis Kelce and the boys. Um, all around great Super Bowl, I would say so. Probably one of the best, if not, I don't know if it's still too early to say greatest Super Bowl ever. I don't know where that would go to be honest, but this ain't about that. This about Super Bowl. Now that is. Game starts off pretty good for them Eagles. Then the Chiefs started rolling. For a little bit, the Chiefs kind of had the lead, and then them Eagles started rolling. Um, then there was that situation where Jalen Hurts fumbled. I don't know how that specifically happened, but it just kind of went out of his hand, and the rush was just, I guess, too much for him in that situation. Um, so yeah, it was looking like Philly. I don't know. This is every other moment it would change for him. Like, man, Philly might get it. Man, Chiefs might get it. Ooh, Philly might get it. Because as of, I mean, we're still at the second quarter as of talking about it. I mean, as in, um, still talking about the second quarter. Everything was working for Philly. Pass game was pretty good. Run game was pretty good. Defense was pretty good. Chiefs offense was kind of off. I forget if that field goal attempt was the second quarter where Butthead Butker ended up missing, and I thought that would probably cost him. But hey, he eventually made up for it. Avi fucking us Lee. Let's look at some stats before I keep going. 27 for 30, 38 for Jalen Hurts. One pass touchdown, I believe it's 3. Ew. I didn't realize that it was 3. I thought somebody else had a touchdown, as in a rushing. Guess none of the running backs did, even though they all played pretty good, to be honest. They didn't play. To be honest, I thought some of them might have had more yards, but it was mainly like, as in Boston obviously didn't get too much, but as important yardage. That's what I was trying to get to. Then okay, there's some of the yardage right there for Kenneth Gainwell. 4 for 20 from the passing. A little bit of the passing at the very end of, or the third quarter, third and fourth, was a little bit off. Even though old boy Devonta Smith got himself that long pass, and he was like what, a couple of feet away from, like maybe 2 or 3 feet away from getting a touchdown. Maybe it was more than that, but still. Jalen Hurts afterwards ended up um, walking that one in, walking as in sneaking that one in. But man, to be honest, I mean, I don't know if I could say Jalen cost him the game, because you really can't say, because Jalen had that fumble for a touchdown. That was very important. But was it Bradbury that had that interference or flag on Juju? To be honest, there was one earlier where they could have called, but they didn't call it. So I remember the commentator saying that they should have called that and they didn't, and all that other stuff, but still. AJ Brown had himself a pretty good game, 6 for 96. Um, to be honest, I thought well, Devontae Smith didn't. A lot of that yardage was just off that one catch. For some reason, I was looking at him like, that's a little bit off. Um, Both wide receivers could have had even better games. Dallas Goddard had himself some crazy catches. Other important stuff in the game. Let's look at some Chiefs stuff. Patty the Batty, only 6 missed passes. Um, what's his name? Kadarius Toney had a really big impact in this game. Justin Jefferson, Juju Smith-Schuster had, well, I think it was like 4 catches in a row, 4 or 5 in a row. I don't know if that's a record in the NFL, or I'm not sure about that. Then in the running game, Pacheco and McKinnon had himself some pretty good game all around that. It's I want to see what their number 15 for Pacheco, 15 for 76, one touchdown. Jay McKinnon, 4 for 34. Um, that still puts like a in a way a question mark as like who do who would you draft in fantasy wise like Pacheco or McKinnon? I'm not sure to be honest. I don't McKinnon has himself some pretty good games during the end of the season, but then Pacheco shows up here and there. It's like do you even value these guys like that as in fantasy wise unless they get rid of one, which it's most likely going to be Clyde. I could be wrong. I mean, it's the NFL. Shit happens. Sky Moore got into the game. I'm not sure if that was his first touchdown or not. They had two similar touchdowns, and then there's something else. Oh yeah, the punt return for Kadarius Toney. I was trying to say that earlier, where he ended up taking it back, almost got himself a touchdown. Never had. There was never a return for a touchdown in the Super Bowl. Yeah, I'm not sure. All around probably. Not just but whatever. Sky Moore got himself in the game. Everybody was pretty much involved, to be honest. Obviously, Hardman was out. Marcus Valdez, actually, he was the one who was not really active. It would have probably been nice for him to get one pass, but defensively, I thought the Chiefs might end up effing it up. But this young group is obviously better. I could easily see them come back, even though the division is pretty freaking good. Other than that, obviously Patty had himself a good game. I'm still at the point where they're giving the trophy right now. I can see Andy Reid talking. I thought I'd be done before that, but I decided to listen to Pat and Travis Kelce interview before that. So they're getting the trophy right now. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Oh yeah, there was one other situation. What happened? Man, for some reason I thought the Chiefs were up 2 touchdowns, and then the Eagles got the touchdown. I was like, whoa, what the heck just happened? I was really confused at that moment. But they did have a 2 lead. I believe they had 2 point lead. Was it before the half or whatever? I guess it was still one, but whatever. Hitting you with a lot of whatever. But hey, man, the Eagles did actually really good, to be honest. They were. I don't think anybody expected them to be here with Sirianno getting his getting his first coaching gig, and then obviously 2 years after Wentz, the ginger baby, the ginger Super Bowl winning baby, even though he wasn't. I believe he was injured during the Super Bowl. So they're I guess in a pretty good spot since all that bullshit happened. Obviously they would have loved to win it, but still, uh, Chiefs, Eagles defense. To be honest, probably should be better. Chiefs defense should be better next year, unless some key pieces are retiring or some stuff that I don't know if they're getting released or players want more money. Usually that happens after championships and all that stuff. I'm not exactly sure, but if a lot of this team stays together, then I'm gonna go ahead and say I could easily see both teams come back, even though the Chiefs. And that one other thing is Mahomes was injured through the majority of this. So, but yeah, that's gonna be it. Sabotage out. Y'all have a good one. Thanks for watching. Hit you with a couple of salutes. Bang.